What is up, Wacky Lure fam? So ever since I started making these fishing lures, I have had the idea to turn a Carpenter pencil into a fishing lure. And what better fish to do that with is the pencil fish. It is literally called the pencil fish. So we are going to turn this Carpenter pencil into a pencil fish. So let's do it. Okay, so we got our template cut out, but before I can glue it on, I need to remove all the paint on this. I was gonna try to keep it on, but it's just not practical. I need to sand all the paint off, so let's get it. Okay, we got all the paint removed. Now, let's glue it up. Okay, we got it all glued up. Man, this thing is teeny tiny. This has got to be this is the smallest one I've done so far. The weeping bell was small, but this one, the weeping bell was actually thick, a little thicky, you know? But this guy is skinny. So, let's cut it. Okay, so we got it all cut out. Man, these fins are so small. I gotta be careful with these because I will lose them in a heartbeat. So let's do a little bit of carving on this thing. Okay, we got it carved up. So I'm gonna hand sand this because I do not want to remove too much material. So I'm gonna hand sand this. Hell yeah, it's already starting to look like something. Cute little pencil fish there. Okay, so now I got to work on the fins. I got to use the Dremel and clean up some of the edges and yeah, clean up the fins. Let's do it. Okay, so we got it all carved up and sanded. Got the fins ready. So I forgot to make a lip for this thing because I'm going to put a lip on this one. So let's make the lip and cut the fins in. Okay, so now I gotta drill the holes for the hardware. Go ahead and cut this thing in half as well. And I gotta figure out how to get some weight in this little guy. Okay, I need to round these off a little bit with a little bit of sandpaper. Where I cut it, I need to just round that off a little bit just to make it look a little prettier. Okay, I'm gonna mark out where the gills go and go ahead and carve those too. And I'm gonna mark out where the eyes go and go ahead and carve that in there too. Now we can make the hardware. You know, I might not even need to put any weight on this thing, because once I put the hook on it, it's probably gonna be enough. So let's make the hardware. Let's give it a little rub-a-dub-dub and some super glue. Rub-a-dub-dub and some super glue. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Well, that was a little bit of a disaster. I got super glue all over my fingers. All over my fingers. Alright, once that dries, we're gonna sand it. Hit it with a little sandpaper. Bada bing, bada boom, you know? Okay, so I gotta put this thing together, put the hook on it, and see how it acts. Okay, so when I put the hook on it, it sinks like a rock. So I'm gonna trim up the lip, and I am going to trim up a few of these fins to try and lighten it up. Because having a lip on it, it doesn't have to sink. It can float on top, and when you crank it, it'll swim down. So I just need to cut some fat, you know? Okay, so all of the hardware is in the front of it. So that's making it top heavy. It's getting there though. I think I'm gonna move this hook back to in between these two fins. And hopefully that'll balance it out. Alright, so the repair worked. That's fine. It leans a little bit. Well, it was floating. It's got to be from the water. Okay, so I've done pretty much everything I can do to this thing. I need a smaller hook. If I get one hook size below this one, it should be good. Oh, and I decided not to put the gill carvings in it. It just doesn't need it. It's already got enough detail, and it's so small. You know, so I just decided not to put those in. So we'll let this dry. Okay, well, we are ready to paint. First white, like always, and then the paint scheme is going to be just a little black on top after the white, then fluorescent orange mixed with a little pearlized silver to give it that shine, and then putting the black stripe on the side of it. And that's it. Okay, we got this bad boy painted. Look at this. Looking like a pencil fish. I must say, it is looking really good. I love orange. Orange is my favorite color. That was the first word I ever said, was orange. So, I love orange, obviously. So, let's glue the fins in and put the hardware. No, glue the fins in and the eyes in. Then we got to dip it. And then, yeah, finish it later. Okay, man, this thing is looking amazing. So I'm going to put a little color in the fins, a little bit of orange in the fins. That's it. And that's it. So let's get it done. Okay. And I'm talking about just a little bit. Let's try a little bit of regular orange in this. Should make it show up better. Yeah. Hell yeah. Man, it's gonna look boss, I know that. We'll let that dry, clean my gun out. And I shall return. Well, I said I was done, but I'm going to add just a little bit of black to the tip of each fin. Oh, I tell you, this is when you get nervous. Got to do one more thing before we dip it, and that is glue the eyes in. Okay, so our clear coat is dry. So I was thinking what's throwing the weight off on this thing is the lead. There's lead inside of it because it's a pencil, obviously, but that's throwing off my my weight distribution. So it floats good by itself. It floats perfect by itself, but when I put that hook on there, it's gonna sink to the bottom. So I am going to drill some lead out of the head, and hopefully that'll fix my problem. That worked out. Taking that lead out helped a lot. Watch this. Well, it floats. When I get the hook on it, it'll be straight up and down, trust me. Okay, now let's put that last piece of hardware in there and put the hook on it. And yeah, it'll be done. Let's see how it works. It's acting like a glide bait. I like it. For a pencil, it's pretty good. You know what time it is. It's time for that glow up. That is gonna do it for turning a pencil into a beautiful, badass pencil fish lure. I just want to tell all my viewers how honored I am. We got like 334 views on the elf so far and 60 subscribers. So thank you to all of y'all. If you haven't, like, subscribe, share it. And that was wacky. And have a happy new year. Have a happy new year, y'all.